Firefighters are meant to be heroes, or that's the implication. In reality, they're just regular people who do their best to help save lives. 14 hours prior to a huge fire, Andy wakes up on Bishop's couch and learns that Maya's Wednesday hookup featured Dearborn from Station 12, who Andy met during the first captain trials. Once she and Bishop arrive at the station, they learn that Travis and Grant are waking up at each other's place but still struggling to be honest with each other. Once Ben and Bailey arrive, they surprise him with a breakfast spread to celebrate his 50th fire anniversary. Now that he's no longer a rookie, he can drive the 8 car. Afterward, Pruitt tries to talk to Andy about his recommendation, or lack thereof, to Ripley. She questions why he would stand between Jack, too, but refuses to hear him out. Jack and Andy prepare to meet with Ripley, who gets called away to a skyscraper fire before speaking with either of them. Before returning to the station, Jack admits that he will transfer stations if he doesn't win the role of captain. Back at the station, Miller attempts to talk to Jack but they're interrupted by Andy's call for a meeting to work on equipment. While they wait for the call, Andy quizzes the squad about what makes skyscraper fires more dangerous. Since the roofs can't be vented, the only way to contain the fire is from within. As Ben excitedly sits behind the wheel of the 8 car, he encourages Travis to be more open with Grant but at his own pace. Finally, they get the call and arrive at the skyscraper with the fire only 15% contained. Ripley assigns everyone a task. Bishop and Victoria check for smoke on other floors, Travis and Ben attend to people's wounds, and Andy, Miller and Jack head into the fire with Dearborn. While Miller and Jack put out small fires here and there, Miller takes accountability for what happened in Hotbox. He apologizes to Jack, then suddenly realizes that there are enough gas tanks at the end of the hall to bring down the whole building. Station 19, not your hero. Ben reaches a new milestone as a rookie and, as is tradition, receives something from the crew. Chief Ripley holds final interviews for the role of captain but is interrupted when the team is called to a massive skyscraper fire, causing several lives to hang in the balance, on the season finale of Station 19. Thursday, May 17, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. EDT, on the ABC television network. ABC, Mitch Hosseth, Barrett Doss, Okieretionaodowan, Jana Lee Ortiz, Gray Damon, Jay Hayden, Jason George, Danielle Saver. Since the entire building must be evacuated, Andy runs to upstairs to help Bishop and Victoria begin an evacuation. The crowd is divided into groups of 10 with the secretary of one of the offices, Molly, rising to the occasion to escort people downstairs. The fire begins to jump floors through the space between the windows and causes an explosion on every floor. Shards of glass pierce through Travis's suit as people begin to rush down the stairs in a panic. As Bishop helps people, Victoria finds the courage to quell the fire by herself. Meanwhile, Pruitt calls Ryan for a ride to the hospital after his breathing becomes shallow and he starts to feel faint. Since he missed his appointment at the hospital, Bailey arrives at the station looking for him at the same time as Ryan. They find Pruitt passed out with no pulse on the floor, while Andy's efficiency during the fire impresses Riley. Unfortunately, any of her good fortune with him quickly disappears when she overrules his decision to send an elevator up to save Jack, Miller and another civilian. Ben attempts to drag Travis to safety before he bleeds out, but the crowd in the stairwell proves to be too much. Ben waits for them to clear, then begins dragging Travis down the stairs, one bumpy step at a time. They find Molly trampled on the stairwell next. Ben knows that her lungs need to be reinflated as soon as possible, which means he can either bring Travis downstairs or Molly. Travis knows that the person with the best chance of survival is Molly and that he must stay there. Jack sends Miller and the civilian down in the elevator but stays behind to keep the fire from spreading while the rest of the team is still trapped inside. Andy opens the elevator doors and talks to Jack through the elevator shaft, where he explains that he has no regrets and that he won't trade a single one of his teammates' lives for his own. He agrees to stay on the radio for as long as he can while Andy heads down the stairs. To end the episode, then leave the audience waiting angrily all summer, everyone's fates are left hanging in the balance as Ryan throws Pruitt over his shoulder and rushes him to the police car. Several explosions occur in the building with most of Station 19 still inside, and Ben struggles to leave Travis behind.